What is up, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Operation Xbox 360. Today we're going to continue looking at my game collection, with today's theme being games beginning with R. Hit the intro. Spin the disc, let it load. Fire in my veins, escape this world, fade away. Breaking mental chains, hearts on fire, coded wires pumping through my soul. Operation Xbox 360, take me home. The first game we have is Rayman Legends. I loved Rayman back in the day. I had it on the PlayStation 1 back in my PlayStation days before I was, awakened to the Xbox. So it was lots of fun. I know this is a more recent version of Rayman, so I'm not sure how good it's going to be, but the original Rayman, again, platformers I quite enjoy. This is backwards compatible. It does come with the manual as well, so that's complete in box. Looking forward to playing that. We also have Rayman Origins, which is also backwards compatible. I'm not sure if this, Origins, help Rayman and his friends restore peace and to the glade of dreams and kick the dark tunes out. Jump into this all-new adventure full of surprise and epic. Oh, so it's basically, it's Origins, isn't it? So maybe it tells you the story before the original Rayman. I was thinking maybe it's a remake of the original, but it's not. This unfortunately came without a manual, so I'm going to have to order that online. But again, Rayman, backwards compatible, should be lots of fun. Red Dead Redemption. Classic. Literally, like, I said that classic as in, like, yeah, it's a classic game. It is, and I'm sure I've not played it. I say I've not played it. I played it for a bit, but it just felt like I was just riding a horse half the time. I only gave it about half an hour, but I have heard more recently that it does come with a really, really good storyline as well. So maybe I should focus on that more than I did last time. I played it when it first came out, and it just wasn't for me. I don't like the classic bit around about top, but yeah, Red Dead Redemption, it is backwards compatible. It comes with a map, really poorly folded map, but a map, and a manual. So I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I probably should give it a real good go. It's just one of them games that I feel like takes absolutely for ages to complete, and maybe I'm wrong, but I will give it a go. I am actually looking forward to playing this one. There's quite a few good ones in this R video. I quite like games beginning with R, apparently. So yeah, Red Dead Redemption. Next we've got Red Dead Redemption Undead Nightmare. Now, I don't know if this is exactly the same as Red Dead Redemption, but instead of normal cowboys you have zombies, or what, or if it's a completely different game. I'm not sure, but I like zombies. I like zombie games. So I'm not sure what to expect with this one. It isn't backwards compatible, so I've got to play it on my 360, which is completely fine. It does come with the map, and it comes with a manual as well. So again, looking forward to playing that. If you know the difference between that, and please don't just say zombies, let me know, because is it worth me just, do I need to play both of them, or can I just play that one instead of that one? Because I do find zombies a little bit more fun than cowboys. I don't know if they're two completely different games. I'll play them both. I will play them both anyway. But just if you want to save me some time, let me know what the difference is between these two. That would be really helpful. But yeah, so Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare. Undead Nightmare. Sorry, I don't know why I shake that one. It's because I'm on camera. Next up we have Remember Me. This was on a Remember Me. This was on my recent pickup video as well. It does look like quite a fun game. I haven't had a chance to play it yet because I only got it about a week ago. But it does have these weird stickers, what I mentioned on the pickup video. I don't know why there's stickers on it saying 15. I don't know why it's not as it usually is on the inside slip cover, but I don't know. But yeah, this is it looks like a lot of fun. remix memories, change the world. She's a memory hunter who's had her memory wiped. Now she must fight to get it back. Sounds like quite a good, fun idea for a game. So that is another one I'm looking forward to. Then we're coming to the OGs. I say OGs, they're not OGs. To be fair, unfortunately, the Xbox 360, when it comes to Resident Evil, had the raw deal really. Resident Evil 5, I enjoyed it. It was good. I played it over and over when I was younger. I was younger. Is it the best Resident Evil? Not even close. But it's Resident Evil, and I enjoyed it. But unfortunately, it's up there with the worst of the Resident Evils. I just think it came out of what it should be. This is the first game. Well, actually, no. I think 4 originally was the first game where it sort of came out of what it should be. Although the 4 game was actually quite good. 5, it just didn't feel like Resident Evil at all. I would probably say this is the second worst Resident Evil game. Is it second or third? Second. We'll say second. This is the second worst Resident Evil game. I'll get round to why I'm saying it's the second in a minute. Because we've... Oh, hang on. That isn't backwards compatible, and it does come complete in box. But it is the gold edition, so it does come with DLC included, I think. Then we've got the worst Resident Evil game. I mean, it's got a nice box. It's got a nice steelbook, 2 discs, game disc and a voiceover disc. Got a manual on that there. Nice picture of Chris Redfield there. But again, this is probably the worst game, the worst Resident Evil game that I've played. It had so much promise because it was almost like it had lots of favourite characters in one game, which we never had before, and it just didn't meet expectations, and it didn't feel like a Resident Evil game either. So that's Resident Evil 6, the worst Resident Evil game ever. So that's the 2 mainstream Resident Evil games that are actually on the Xbox 360, which is a bit sad really. This one I never played. Don't know if it's any good. This might well be the worst Resident Evil game ever, but I haven't played it yet. I have heard that it's really bad, but down to the games that I've played, Resident Evil 6 is the worst. I still love Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 because they're Resident Evil games, and I'm a massive Resident Evil fan, but they are the worst ones. I'm not saying they're the worst games ever made, but if you did the tier game, the tier things that people tend to do every now and then, it'd probably be in like C tier or D tier, depending how low the tiers go. Probably wouldn't make it right to the lowest because it's still a Resident Evil game and I enjoy it. This I've heard lots of bad stuff about. I never got round to playing it. This is a mid-tier game. It's not the cheapest game, but it's not the most expensive either. I think it's about 10, 12 quid or something like it was when I got it. So yeah, that's Operation Raccoon City Resident Evil. This one is backwards compatible, funny enough, but I don't really know why. The disc isn't in the best condition. They're very light scratches. I imagine that's because I got it from C.E.X. I imagine they've been cleaned a little bit, but it looks like it'll work fine. But yeah, Operation Raccoon City Resident Evil. It's to do with a clean-up, and there's no real main characters in it. It's just I think Hunk is in it, but apart from that, you're the clean-up team rather than the main characters in Resident Evil. So that's what I'm looking forward to playing. This one, Rise of Nightmares, was a good game. a little bit like Fable, The Journey. If you've watched my um, collection episode, a bit much like having to play it with action. It's just like, just let me have a controller. Just let me play it with a controller. I don't understand why they ever did requires. Like, I get it, play it with Kinect if it suits you, if it works, yeah. But I just think making these games, obviously they couldn't have been that cheap to make, but making these games with, you know, only available on Kinect, it's so backwards to me. Like, I just feel like this could have been a really, really good game if it was optional to play with the Kinect. And I don't think any game should be forced to play with a Kinect, because some people just can't be bothered. And I'm quite fit and healthy, and it knackers me out. So it's just not, it's not fun. It's a shame, because if they made this that you could play with a controller, I'd probably batter it out. But I just don't have the energy or the want to play it like punching and hitting out like that with my hands. I just, or the space, to be honest. Like, you know, with the Kinect you need quite a bit of room. I just don't have that. So they've shot themselves in the foot with these Kinect only games. Fable's another one. Like, I love Fable, but the fact it was brought out only Kinect, it just ruined it for me. But that does look like a really good game, and I did play a little bit of it, and it did have a good feel to it. But I just it's just too much just playing it only on Kinect. It's just not, there's no point. Next one is Risen 2 Dark Waters. Now this looks quite fun. I don't know, I've not played this, and I know there's a couple of them. I think there's a Risen one on the Xbox 360 as well. I don't know if they're all pirates or what, but it does look quite fun. This is a pirate adventure, but I don't know if all of the Risen games are pirate adventures. Embark on an epic pirate adventure. Lead your trusty companions, Captain Steelbeard and Patty, on a legendary quest to save Arboria and free humanity from the chains of the Titans. It does look quite adventure based. It looks quite fun, story driven game. It is backwards compatible as well, and it does come complete in box. And it also has bonus content, the Air Temple, maybe, if you can still access it. Yeah, it's going to be a code, isn't it? Yep, it's a code. That's that out the window. Didn't want the Air Temple anyway. It just ruined the game. But yeah, that's that one. Next, we've got Table Tennis, made by Rockstar. Yeah, like Rockstar of Red Dead Redemption and Grand Theft Auto and Midnight Club and table tennis, literal table tennis. It's not like it's literally table tennis. Now I played this the other day. Again, like I said, when it comes to sports games, I'm not going to play it to death. I might go for a few achievements. I might play a few games, maybe a career or something, but I'm not going to play it just because. Sorry, I'm just getting the sticker off. I hate when they leave stickers on. I say with the two main stickers on there. This is the Xbox sticker, though. You know, the one the see-through one that closes the box over. It was fun. It was quite a lot of fun, if I'm honest. It's one of them games that you don't really. I mean, you play it with your mates, and that could be quite fun. But you know, it's there's not that much action in it. Like, unless you enjoy playing table tennis, I can't imagine anyone really loving this game. It was okay. Like I said, I enjoyed playing it for a short period, but I wasn't like, oh, I want to play this loads more. I was more like, okay, I've played it now. Let's get it off. And that's pretty much how I'm going to play sports games. I might play them more than once, but when I'm saying on my Xbox Operation Xbox 360 journey, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to play through all the games. I'm not going to play through all of these sort of things. I'm not going to play every level with every character just to complete this game, because it's not that sort of game, and I don't think I'd enjoy it. I think I'd get really bored. But it isn't a bad game for what it is. You know, to be fair, I'd rather play this than play the NHL. That's what I'm saying. So that is Rockstar Table Tennis. It is backwards compatible, and it does come complete in box with the manual. The next two, rugby. I'm not a big fan of rugby. Anyway, I'm not a big fan of sports games like football, playing them on the on a controller. So rugby is very much down there for me. There's no manual in this, and it's not backwards compatible. I will play maybe a season of it just to say I've played it, but I don't hold out much for this. And that's Rugby 15, and the next one we've got is Rugby World Cup 2011, and same thing goes to this. Again, it's not backwards compatible. It does have a manual though. This one is complete in box. But yeah, the only thing I really know about rugby is they run forward and throw the ball back. And also I know that this trophy, the Webb Ellis Cup, William Webb Ellis was the guy who invented rugby, but he invented it playing football. So there we go. Like it should be football, but they've just made a new game, and it was never very good. I know people are going to hate me for saying that, but I just don't like rugby. I just can't get into rugby. I lived. I don't live far from there now, but I lived for about 10 years in one of the biggest rugby places in the country, St Helens, and over that period, St Helens was one of the most successful teams in rugby. I don't know, it's one of them's rugby league, one of them's rugby union, whatever rugby it was, they were the most successful. And even then, I couldn't get into it. So, the shop I'd go shopping next door to the stadium, and it just didn't faze me. I just not into rugby at all. So them two, I'm not really looking forward to playing. I do have to play them. I get that they are games on the Xbox, and that is the whole point in Operation Xbox. We need to get it done. So with that said, that's the end of ours. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, please hit that subscribe button too. I would really appreciate it. Thanks so much for watching. Peace.